I think at this point it's just a level of myself and understanding that I'm right where I need to be. I did everything I needed to do. So, I guess this is the next step for me. But I have a family, and they're very important and precious to me. And I'll do anything to protect them from the degradation and harm and just neglect that I've seen in my life. Like, you know. So, I guess I can unprivatize my situation or whatever. And, just do what's necessary and just get out and put out what it is I feel like should be available as a means to an end to a situation that can't ameliorate its own self, because there is no such thing as self-regulating one self, essentially. So, I think for me, seeing it from both sides, triple sec, all that good stuff, whatever, I'm just appreciative of the process, like the progression, like everybody that I chased in my eyes that I felt like was a good leader for me to visualize and imagine myself to be, they did it. And they did it by themselves, within a team, but I think for me, I had to see it. I had to see it. You know what I mean? Like, see it my way, the way that I hear it, the way that I see it from my size. And I'm appreciative, so I think for me, it is happening. There is no not happening, So, all the friendships I've had over my life, all the women that I've glorified and admired and found to be the highest level of precision comparable to my mother and her family, all I can say is thank you for carrying yourselves with dignity and pride and showing me what the definition of a true American is, and that is never leaving not one person behind, And I think that's what the Olympics is. I think that's what the military is. I think that's what logistics is. That, to me, is appreciating the journey when you can see a mother dropping off her son, a father, a widowed father, maybe he drinks, too much because he's doing the work of two people. And I think that if everybody just consciously stepped in where they could to the best of their ability, then I don't see a need for all these services that essentially are within all of us, You can't have a team without a coach. You can't have a star player without tutelage. You can't gain some form of knowledge without the process. Once you remove that process and you take that safety net away, any one person is going to fail. And that's what happened to me. I failed repeatedly over and over again. I just got tired and weary and just was like, fuck all this, dude. It's not fixable. But I don't think that it's meant to be fixed. I think that we should just let it ride and just let it see what happens, and whoever does what they're supposed to do, fucking give them a gold medal. And if not, fuck them. Goose egg them. That's what happened to me. I got goose egged over hundreds of times because my process wasn't understood, and my process was forced upon me because of a legacy that I didn't understand and wasn't given to me in the proper way from my, progression. I couldn't see half the time. So if I can't see, I'm missing half the fucking details. I'm playing catch up all the time, And I saw it in other kids. And different things happen at different ages, but neglect is neglect. You can see that. And I think that once you take the opportunity to clean up your particular mess, own up to your responsibilities, and take away the fiduciary responsibility and just leave it as the emotion. What am I feeling? Can I trust my instincts? And most of the time, fuck no. You cannot. Because you're playing off of a system that's calibrated to default you to consume in any way possible, whether it's healthy or not. And I think that if you have a situation that's been calibrated in a very special, particular way, then everybody's going to succeed, whether it's one person in one district or 10 districts altogether. And I think that's, for me, what the Olympics is. I never got a chance to go, and never got a chance to compete, and never got a chance to do what the fuck I wanted to do, so I don't do shit now. And I'm happy with that. And that's sad, because that's an nihilist view, and I can see the beauty in everything that's happened for me, happened for my friends. I mean, I used to watch these amazing women get shitted on by their fucking boyfriends, and I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it, you know? So it was traumatic for me. It was traumatic when I could see any one of my friends stumble, because all of us were put in a very particular position to excel. And without a support system, I did exactly what I was supposed to do. And when that support system was removed, like my best friends, or people who I quantified as friends because they were my size, and we worked good together. And you know what? I tag them every time I see them. Tag your fucking it. Because you know what? That shit works. Let the smallest people, or the biggest people, or create a team where everybody excels. We're all good at something. We can all tie our shoes. We can all see to a certain degree. We can all lift 10 pounds. You know, it's a compression ratio that has been existing since the dawn of time. So if all of us are imbued with 26,000 years of information, then at least one person can step up at the right time for their place and for whatever it is they want to do. And I'm just sorry that I can't force that upon anybody. It's not my particular job, to be real. So I'm gonna get up and keep doing what I'm doing and learn and grow and do what the fuck I need to do and take care of my family, the one that I created for myself, and the family that I have now. You know, I respect it. I respect everybody, and I hope that everybody else can respect themselves. So there's that.